you're stuck, trapped, held back by life. But what if that's not the truth? What if you're not stuck at all? What if you're just undisciplined? It's a hard truth, but it's the only one that will set you free. You're not caged by your circumstances. You're caged by your comforts, by your habits, by the patterns you refuse to break. You say you want change, but your actions are loyal to your past. You crave a better life, but your discipline still serves your excuses. There was a man who stood in a small room, with no money in his pockets, no support from the world, only a book in his hands and fire in his mind. That man was James Allen. He wrote not with luxury around him, but with clarity within him. He knew thoughts become things, and discipline turns those thoughts into reality. Your mind is the battlefield, and discipline is the soldier that wins your war. You keep asking why your life isn't changing. The answer is simple. You haven't changed your patterns. You haven't earned the right to transform because your discipline hasn't been tested in fire. Real success doesn't come from inspiration, it comes from repetition. It doesn't come from wanting, it comes from working. Look around you. This world doesn't hand out rewards for intentions. It honors those who train in silence and execute with consistency. You're not behind. You're just inconsistent. You're not broken. You're just unfocused. You're not stuck. You're undisciplined. You think Edison waited for the perfect moment to invent the light bulb? He failed 10,000 times because he kept showing up. Carnegie didn't rise from poverty because of luck, he rose because his habits outgrew his hardship. Lincoln, defeated in 8 elections, still stood tall. Still spoke truth. Still showed discipline when the world tried to bury him. You don't need a better environment. You need a better standard. A code you refuse to break. A commitment so deep, even your worst days can't touch it. Stop calling your laziness depression. Stop calling your distraction destiny. Stop pretending you're powerless when you're just undisciplined. The moment you take ownership, you take control. Discipline is doing what must be done long after the mood has left you. It's getting up when you'd rather sleep. Studying when you'd rather scroll. Training when you'd rather quit. It's standing alone in silence while others drown in noise. Every great mind in history, from Marcus Aurelius to Malcolm X, walked a road paved in discipline. They didn't wait for motivation. They became the source of their own momentum. Because here's the secret no one will tell you: your dream life is already possible. It's just hiding behind a wall of your undisciplined choices. And until you become a different person daily, you'll never live a different life permanently. You don't need to be the smartest. You don't need to be the strongest. But you must be the most disciplined, because talent fails when focus fades. Because genius collapses without grit. And because your potential means nothing without persistence. You're not a prisoner of fate, you're the architect of your future. And every brick is laid through discipline. You see, most people don't fail because they're weak. They fail because they're inconsistent. They chase intensity instead of consistency. They chase results instead of routines. They chase praise instead of mastery. But James Allen wrote, "A man only begins to be a man when he ceases to whine, and reviles the condition that he has put himself in. Not the condition life put him in, the condition he allowed." That means the mirror is your mentor. That means your calendar is your weapon. That means every morning you ignore your alarm, you declare war on your own potential. Let them laugh. Let them call you obsessed. Let them misunderstand your hunger. Because soon, they'll ask how you did it. And the answer will be simple: discipline. Discipline is the quiet builder of empires. It doesn't speak loudly. It doesn't demand applause. It simply shows up day after day while the world sleeps, while others doubt, while comfort seduces. And that's why most people never meet their higher self. Because they abandon the path the moment it stops feeling easy. But you are not most people. Inside you is the fire that built nations. Inside you is the silence that forged warriors. Inside you is the clarity that only those who suffer for greatness ever understand. Look at the world. Everything great, every bridge, every skyscraper, every company, every invention began as thought. But thought alone is weak. Thought must be disciplined into form. Otherwise it dies in the graveyard of one day. Walt Disney was laughed out of studios. He was told he lacked imagination. He had one suit, slept on floors, and still showed up every day with the same obsession: to build a kingdom of dreams. Not because he was gifted, but because he was disciplined. Do you understand what that means? It means you don't need a miracle. You need a schedule. You don't need another vision board, you need a calendar with non-negotiables. You don't need hype. You need hunger. Because in the end, your results don't care how you feel. They only respond to what you repeat. Every time you hit snooze, you teach your mind that your dreams are negotiable. Every time you scroll instead of study, you plant the seeds of regret. Every time you skip the gym, you signal to your body that weakness is acceptable. But every time you do what you said you would, especially when it's hard, you build a fortress inside you. You're not building habits. You're building identity. You're becoming the kind of person who doesn't quit. Who doesn't complain. Who doesn't need permission to grow. Let me tell you something most people want. Success is brutal. It will test you. It will isolate you. It will demand you kill your comforts and rise above your excuses. But it will also liberate you. It will gift you a life that average minds will never taste because they gave up too soon, or never started at all. James Allen said, "Circumstance does not make the man, it reveals him to himself." Your external world is a mirror reflecting your internal patterns. If your bank account is small, your daily disciplines are smaller. If your health is weak, your commitment to consistency is weaker. If your relationships are broken, look at the emotional habits you've practiced for years. This is not judgment. This is power. Because once you accept full responsibility, you unlock total freedom. No more blaming your past. No more blaming the economy. No more blaming your family, your boss, your trauma, your time. No more stories. Only strategy. Only structure. Only forward motion. You say you want clarity, then remove distraction. You say you want peace, then build discipline around your mind. You say you want wealth, then act like someone who deserves wealth, not someone who waits for it. Because the truth is this, you are already the person who can create your dream life. But only if you kill the version of you that keeps getting in the way. No one is coming to rescue you. There is no shortcut. There is only you, your thoughts, your standards, and your next decision. So stop performing discipline when the camera is on. Start practicing it when no one is watching. The secret is not intensity. It's consistency. It's who you are in the dark that determines who you'll be in the light. Because one day, all the excuses will fade. The world will see only the result. And the question won't be, did you want it? The question will be, did you work for it? And the only honest answer will be found in your daily discipline. Shall I continue? The next powerful stretch will build through vision, purpose, and unshakable clarity, next forging momentum toward the final emotional climax.